Yes, we can
Are we
always,
recording?
we can always do. Yes, we're recording.
Okay, perfect.
Okay,
So
so take off my
let's,
glasses. Vanity. I don't want to. The glasses make funny lights, and
I know.
so
How do we switch sides so that you're on the other
I have
side?
I have no idea.
Oh,
I
well, we'll worry about
unfortunately,
that next time.
yeah, I have no idea. I think that is just a Zoom thing. I don't know.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Wow, I
Is
look a
that
lot farther away than when I was setting this
you
up.
do? You do. You
Should
do.
I get closer so I can be like you?
Well, that's what your friend said. So I can move a little bit back as well.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, and now I need to adjust this.
Okay, so while we're doing this, and this is so fun, it's actually great to show people what we are up to. So your friend suggested that we put a backlight on, but let me show you what the backlight looks like.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got the backlight here behind me.
Okay.
It throws a funny,
Oh, it does.
it does, it's not working. You agree?
Well, so do you have a lamp that doesn't have a shade on the floor, or what kind of lamp?
No, this lamp doesn't have a shade.
Okay.
So it's
And it's
just
on the floor.
behind me, it's like a backlit, but it doesn't work for me. So I'm just gonna switch it off.
Yeah, it's cast
You
the
agree?
shadow. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's much better. I can even sit a little bit closer if it's a little bit more lighter. And I've got lighter clothes on.
I see. I like it.
Good.
Let me pull this forward so we can be the same. We're about the same, yes?
Yeah, we're about the same. And Jan, are you wearing any ear things?
No, why?
No, I'm just asking. Maybe I should just take mine out.
Why do you wear them?
I don't know. Maybe just so that. But I mean, it doesn't have to be. How's that?
Okay, that looks better. I think it looks better. Let's see if you can, we can always test. I was going to say, let's just post this as our 1 minute thing, but this is kind of funny. We could actually do it just for fun, just to post this. Like, this is what we're doing before we actually start.
I think what is really nice about this is to show, and that's the message that I would love to bring across is, you know what? You need to start where you are.
Exactly.
You wait for things to be perfect lighting, perfect setting.
Yeah, that's not coming alive.
It's never coming alive. It's never happening because we are so
Right.
afraid of being vulnerable and showing our imperfection. And I think that is just so in alignment with coming alive. It's not to give a shit about the perfections. Excuse my language. I didn't mean to.
I like it.
But really just, this is who we are. And I think who this will resonate with are women our age, our, we've come to a place in our life where we think, if you don't like me, it's okay.
Absolutely.
Go and find someone else that you want to like.
Exactly.
If you like me, great. I love you too.
That's
But
right.
past the
conditioned living.
Yeah, the masks and pretending something that we're not, just to fit in, just to be, just to conform.
That's right. Breaking out.
I've had too much experiences in my life to to say, this is who I am. I have nothing to prove. I like the way I am, and I like other people for who they are.
Good. Awesome.
If they show up for who they are.
With that said, do you want to end this and then start a 1 minute, what did you call it? I forgot what you called it in your, it's like an intro.
I think I think we can do that later. Just we are
Okay.
just in a flow. So just let's just carry on. And
So this is it?
I think so. I think so.
Nobody knows what we're talking about, who we are, or why we're here.
Okay, well,
Wait, let me fix this so I look perfect. Now that I know we're actually going to be posting this. So I'm just going to start in so people know who we are and what the heck we're doing. We're not just a bunch of goofy women talking on a recorded Zoom just because we want to hear ourselves talk and laugh. So this is Jan Edwards and Dina Marais, and this is we're talking about power, permission to come alive. So we have given ourselves permission to come alive right now.
Yes, and that in fact actually takes a lot of power.
It does. You might want to turn your volume up just a tiny bit if it's possible.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Loud enough? Shall I just talk a little bit louder?
You can, or let's try your earphones again and see.
Rather do that again?
Let's just check it if it makes a difference, because I think I could hear you better with those.
Okay. Well, just put inside.
Oh yeah.
Is that better?
Oh yeah, a lot better.
Okay.
Perfect.
Let's put that in there.
All right.
All right. So Jan, you dished up some amazing topics for us to talk about. What do you think we should lead into? What would make sense for us to lead into from here?
Well, we talked about how do you come alive. Mm-hmm. So lots of ways to come alive, or we could go at it from what makes you not come alive? Why aren't most of us not coming alive? Whatever feels right for you. I could go either way.
Me as well. Okay. I think maybe talk first about what makes us not come alive. I think we just touched on that. And then we continue to show what what becomes possible when we do come alive, when we do actually, park our inhibitions and our conformities and that kind of thing. So when we're not coming alive, I think we are hiding. I think we are hiding our brilliance, and we are hiding it. One of my clients said this week that she feels threatened to be ridiculed for when she speaks her truth. And I thought that was actually, wow. We are so, it takes so much courage to really speak our truth, to really come out and say what we stand for.
Yeah, absolutely, because
knowing that it may sort of peel off some people, and maybe possibly reject it.
Yeah. We touched on this a little bit in the first and second transmissions, I believe, but to be really clear and focused on that subject right there, the whole entire reason is, I think two things. One is, I call it amnesia at birth. We're coming down the birth canal. Before we jump down that slide, we know who we are. We know why we're coming into this physical existence. We're so excited. We can't wait. We have a purpose. We know what we're going to do. The exhilaration of coming alive and manifesting this physical plane and witnessing the contrast between what we want, what we don't want, and course redirecting from there. That's the one reason we just get amnesia. We just forget pretty much. Second reason is just ongoing. From birth, we are conditioned or programmed or trained or taught or modeled, all of those things, on how to be and how not to be, and what's the right way to be and what's the wrong way to be, and that there is a right way and that there is a wrong way, and it's all according to that person who's talking to us, that person who's on the television, that person who's raising us, that person who's teaching us, that person whose class we're taking. And so we learn, on top of having amnesia, forgetting who we are and what amazing, powerful spiritual source beings we are, we immediately get bombarded with, you know, don't do it like that, sit up straight, be quiet, you know, listen to this, don't do it that way. You don't know what you're doing. You might catch cold. Follow me, make her happy. Don't listen to your feelings. Be quiet. Oh, you're okay. Stop crying.
Yeah, you can't look after yourself. Somebody needs to look after you.
It's every little single thing. I mean, I don't know one person. I wonder if there's even, well, yeah, there got to be people in the world who are raised not like that, but I don't personally know anyone who has been raised by a parent or, you know, a guardian to just be allowed to be free without any course redirection, just to be who you are and love what you want to love and do what you want to do. And that person who's raising you just celebrate you and applaud you and inspire you and spur you on and just help you feel contagious about your own energy and your own power. I don't know anyone like that. So
no, we don't.
The reason that woman that you talked about is like that is because we're all trained to be like that.
And actually, it's actually nobody's fault.
No.
Because it comes through generations and generations and generations. And I mean, I'm talking about myself, you know, as a young mother, and I'm thinking about, you know, my parents. Everybody has this thing of conformity, of being watched, of what society dictates. Even parents, you know, how your children sort of should behave.
Yeah.
And how they should perform and how they should do this and do this. And I think we're all just, you know, subjected to that. And I think it's so courageous for parents to number one, homeschool their children. Well, I hope that they have an open mind and they do that with that kind of thing that we just talked about, celebrating them and not measuring their self-worth in terms of their performance, because that's the problem that starts everything. And but that really takes a lot of courage, and that is just breaking out of the system.
Yeah.
Of, you know, killing imagination and telling, you know, they call it pay attention. I love that. So, but I think let's switch the conversation now, because I don't like this vibration.
That can go down. That can be a downer.
Yeah. Let's lift it up and end it on a high note.
So, well, actually, let's do a little transition between the vibration that doesn't feel so good and the vibration that's going to feel really, really good. Let's talk about, for just a moment or two, lost my train of thought.
Sorry, I just need to find a cable for my computer before it dies.
You don't want to do what I did last time. And, I'm drinking my green smoothie while we're doing this because
sorry, me disappearing. Yeah,
I'm really hungry, and I do intermittent fasting. So this is my first meal of the day. What time is it? 11:20 in the morning. So, yeah, I was going to say, let's kind of transition into between why aren't we coming alive and how can we come alive with the little symptoms that tell us whether we are coming alive or whether or not. The little cues, the condition. Okay. How do you know?
Oh, I know. I can feel it in my vibration. I can feel it. I just feel good. You know, I think that's it. The way that we feel is a barometer for what we're thinking. And if we're coming alive, if we are alive, if we feel present, we feel comfortable, we feel confident, we feel grateful, we feel all the good feelings. And I think that for me are the symptoms of really just being alive.
Yeah. Coming alive. There's a difference. We're all alive. Yes. Coming alive. And being fully in your life force vitality feels really good pretty much all the time. That's how you know. And so if you've reached that state where you have done a lot of self-discovery work and you've shed everything that's not who you are so that you can fully beam and shine in all your wonderful glory that's coming alive, you'll fluctuate, of course, because we're human beings having this experience for a reason. So we're experiencing, which is another topic of a conversation, the law of attraction. Whatever vibration we're holding, we're going to see that reflected back at us in our friendships and in our situations in the world. But what I meant was, we're not always going to be in this state of positivity and I feel great and I feel confident and I'm not thinking anything that I don't want to think and I'm not conforming and I'm only doing what my passion is. No, we're not absolutely always 100% going to be following that. So some people who engage in these conversations, they challenge you with questions like, well, how can this be real? You can't always be 100% positive all the time. You can't always be feeling confident and good about yourself all the time. That's just not real. Well, not all the time. But the more you do, and the more you do work on finding what makes you come alive, the more you do remain in that high state and your dips are shallower.
Exactly. Yeah. That is sort of your way of being.
Yeah.
And maybe that is a great conversation to lead on with in our next transmission.
Yeah.
So maybe we could end this off in anticipation for our people who love this, to say that is what we'll talk about next, this whole way of being, and how do we bounce back, and how do we really, as far as possible, maintain this. Do we do that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So if you're only watching this video and you don't have a chance to watch the next one or the past one, our websites will be in the description of these videos. And I'm Jan Edwards with thegiftedghostwriter.com and thegeniusenjoylifeexperience.com.
And I'm Dina Marais of dinamarais.com.
All right. And we'll see you soon.
Right. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye for now.
All right.